Hi guys, Ben McGinn here, and welcome to my latest YouTube tutorial video on Windows 7. Now if you've seen some of my previous videos, you'll know what this software is. It's VirtualBox, and it's designed to create an environment in which to install new operating systems on separate machines from the host. So if you're wondering what this software is, you can refer to one of my previous videos where I give a tutorial on how it works. In this tutorial video, I'm going to hack a Windows user account, which is password locked. I'm going to do this with a rescue kit software. So don't worry, it's legal, and it's also a legitimate method of getting into an account if you've forgotten your password. So I am just going to start up this machine. I'm going to do it without any bootable content in it. And as you can see in this window, the operating system, which is Windows XP, is loading up just as it would on a normal computer. So I know the password to this user already, so I'm just going to log in. There we go. And as you can see, it's treated like a normal computer. It's a perfect environment for the operating system that it's designed for. And as you can see, it's working just like it would on an actual computer. So now that I've logged into that, I'm now going to show you Trinity Rescue Kit, and this is the website where you can go to get the Trinity Rescue Kit download. And when you download it, it will be in zip file format. So I've already downloaded it, and bearing in mind that this is a free download, so anybody can get hold of it. And I'm going to mount it with Daemon Tools. If you're unfamiliar with the Daemon Tools program, or if you don't know what a virtual disk is, then you can also refer to one of my previous videos, and it will tell you all about it. Okay, so it's in the drive now. So I'm going to go into the settings on VirtualBox, and I'm just going to set it for the virtual drive so that we can use the rescue kit on this virtual machine. So now I've set that, as you can see a pop-up has come up for the auto run. We don't want to use the auto run on this. So I'm just going to go to start, and I'm going to go to restart the computer. The purposes of this is, in order for the rescue kit to work, the computer needs to boot. So instead of booting the operating system, it's going to boot the rescue kit controls. As you can see here, I'm just going to go to default mode for rescue kit 3.4, and just after it loads, it's going to do a full scan of the computer. Now obviously this is a virtual environment, so the scan is going to go a lot quicker because there's a lot less to go through. But on an actual computer, you can expect it to be a lot longer. It scans everything from the drives to the PCI buses, and it checks for anything that needs to be fixed, any fragments that aren't quite working correctly. So as you can see in these brackets, it says OK for everything. So the virtual machine is working fine. It's a perfect host for the operating system it's running on. After the scan, it's going to bring us up some available options. So I'm just going to wait for the scan to finish, and there you go. Now, in previous versions of Trinity Rescue Kit, it's been a text command sort of program. But due to the release of the 3.4 version, it has pre-made options. Now, this is much more user-friendly, and it's better for people who don't quite know a lot about computers. But depending on what rescue kit type you're using, it could be text command. Let's say you're using Trinity Rescue Kit. I want to go down to Windows Password Resetting, which is the fourth option, and press Enter. And now I want to go to the second option. No, not the second option. I want to go to the third option. WinPass with prompt for username first. And what this is going to do is, it's going to select the user which I want to reset. So I'm going to go Benjamin01, which is my administrative user on the Windows XP virtual machine. So now I'm going to press Enter. And it's going to ask me if I want to quit the operation or if I want to continue. So I want to continue. So I'm going to press 1. And it's done a scan of the user. So now that it's done that, it gives me 4 options here. And I want to reset the password, which is going to be the option 1. Option 2 is edit the password, and option 3 is promote user. Option 4 is unlock and enable user account. So if I want to go to option 1 and press enter. And as you can see, it's now reset the password for that user. So I'm going to go back to main menu. And now I'm going to do the power off computer option. And what this is going to do is, as it says, it's going to switch off the computer, and I'm going to have to switch it back on manually. And I'm going to do it without the rescue kit in the virtual drive. And then what this is going to do is it's going to start up Windows normally. You can see the countdown to the reboot is down at the bottom corner, at the bottom side of the screen, and it should reboot any time now. Okay, so the machine is shut down. So now I'm going to start it again, and as it's a virtual environment, this is a lot quicker than it normally would be. So if you want to do this at home, be sure to clear some time in your schedule. So now that I've cleared the password for that user, it should log me straight in. And there you go. The password for this user has been reset, and you can use that to also promote the user to administrator, etc, etc. So that's just a quick way on how to get into a locked Windows user account, and it's also important to remember that you can use this with any computer environment. It doesn't have to be a virtual computer environment. So I'm just going to power off this machine now. Depending on what rescue kit you use, how to command it can vary. That's just a quick little tutorial on how to get into a locked user account. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. More videos will be uploaded within a few days.